everybody, clutch number 29 for the year. What we have here is a pinstripe pied het desert ghost, and she was bred to a pastel pinstripe yellow belly desert ghost het pied male. She looks extra feisty, and I'm doing this by myself, so let's get her off here slowly and see what we got. All right, we got 8 healthy looking eggs from this girl. The average weight per egg is 111 grams. They are pretty hefty looking inside here. So we will go ahead and put them in the incubator and be back here in 55 days.
All right, time to cut clutch number 29 of the year. This is a pinstripe pied het desert ghost bred to a pastel pinstripe yellow belly DG het pied. So if it's not visual for desert ghost or pied, it is 100% het. We're looking for pinstripes, we're looking for pastel, and we're looking for yellow belly, which I'll not be able to tell in the egg. So, pastel, pinstripe, and yellow belly. And then it's either DG or pied or neither, and het for whatever it's not. Got that, Holly?
Yep.
What were the codons again?
Pinstripe.
Mm-hmm.
I was focusing on the camera. This happens all the time. I'm camera holding.
All right. That is, I would say a pastel pinstripe, probably yellow belly, probably DG. I said I wouldn't be able to tell.
Yes, pastel pinstripe yellow belly. There we go.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't be able to tell yellow belly, but I'm actually pretty good at telling yellow belly and pinstripe now. We've done it so much. Because we have produced a lot of stuff that is pinstripe and has yellow belly in the pairing. All right, that looks like a pastel pinstripe DG. From what I can see. Alright. Oh, tongue flicks. Off to the non-pippers. Alright. Again, if it's not visual for DG or pied, it is 100% het. Because mom is visual pied and dad is visual DG. So, that is... Ooh, that is a lot of belly. That is... pastel pinstripe desert ghost, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe?
Sure.
Wow, look at you, head out. Just coming out of nowhere.
This one had their head out earlier.
Yeah, they really are head out now. Just watching what's going on with the world, eh? This one is... maybe a pastel DG?
It's pretty clean.
Yeah, it's clean. That's what I'm thinking. And it looks light, so I'm thinking pastel DG. Wouldn't it be crazy if they came straight out of the egg and bit me? As I'm reaching for this other egg, they just...
Not really.
Yoink! It would be surprising, because normally...
That never happens.
Let's say pre-shed, they're normally pretty chill. Rarely do we get a feisty one before they have their first shed. But we do, occasionally. Alright, that is pastel pinstripe DG. Cat pied. We're going to hit any pieds? Visual pieds? I mean, she's a visual pied, and we know for certain, because we've bred him many a time, that he is het. In fact, the first ever time we bred him, we did not know he was het pied. We bred him to a pied, and everything came out visual pied. And we were really confused. And that's how we found out he was het pied. He has sired many a clutch since then, with pied in it. Alright, so this one... Okay, so that's definitely a pied.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see much else pattern-wise. There's only a tiny little spot of yellow, so I don't know what else it's going to be, other than it's definitely a pied, for certain.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't see much else. That looks like it might just be pastel. So possibly a pastel double het. Alright, we'll get at least one more pied out of this? Crazy. I don't think... I mean, that one that's a pied could possibly be a DG pied. Again, I couldn't see much. But no, not hitting the DG pieds, that's for sure. Should have had 2 out of this, I guess. 1 and 4. Seems about right. I wasn't doing it on the top of my head. That looks like just a pinstripe double head. So weird. Not the greatest of odds, I don't think, in here, but we will see once they get out. So we're going to go ahead and get these back in the incubator, and we'll be back here with post-shed. All right, time for post-shed for clutch number 29 of the year. As a reminder, this was a Pinstripe Pied Het Desert Ghost bred to a Pastel Pinstripe Yellow Belly DG Het Pied. Unfortunately, we had one that didn't even come out of the egg. They didn't make it, so 7 babies left that survived and all look great. We're going to start over here. This is just a Desert Ghost. And then over here, this is a Pinstripe DG. And then this is a Pastel Pinstripe. And then, of course, everything that's not visual for DG or Pied is 100% het for both. And then we have 2 Pastel Pin DGs. Then this one, I'm not exactly sure. It almost looks like a Super Pastel Pinstripe DG. So we're going to go back and look and see if there's something else in the possibilities for what this might be. But it's definitely Pastel and Pinstripe and Desert Ghost. And then I believe this is a Pastel Pinstripe Pied. I think it's het DG. I don't think it's visual given how dirty it looks. But again, we'll give this a couple sheds just to make sure. So those are our initial IDs, and then we always go back and do a second ID on all of them. So that's what our initial IDs for this clutch are. Holly, do you have anything else to add?
I do not.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. We'll see you all next week.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.